by telling me your name and where you're from.
My name is Pitman Browne. I am from St Anne's in Nottingham.
So your work, you've made worked with in partnership with the Decade of Better Health and produced the soundtrack. Do you think that how would you like your input to be perceived? Is it a move for Pitman Browne, or is it supposed to be a part of a community-based objective that you would like to get the community involved as much as possible?
Yes, in terms of introspective melancholy and soul searching, it's like the intangible part of our mystique, our personalities. How do we get ourselves involved as individuals within the confines of the community? Well, a health-related product, i.e. a person. A person is subjective, and yet the reason we go after food, less caffeine, the reason we exercise is to, add airs and graces to the warmth, exuberance of our personality. Because when we were created, this is the subjective again, we are divine. We are the subject of a divine creation. And there ought to then, at the end of the day, some kind of balance between the reputational attributes of the physical world and that pertaining to the spiritual. So the spiritual requires health, nutrition, diet, meditation, even prayers. One necessarily not need to go into a church, but the point implicit, the health and diet for this decade, this century, this age and generation requires a more spiritual focus, spiritual outlook on life. That's those attributes that make us live longer, communicate better, be spiritual rather than neurotic.
So do you think that mental health is the overriding factor that needs to be given more attention?
Yes, mental health tuning into physical health.
Okay, and so what have you pledged to be a part of the Decade of Better Health? Have you actually made a pledge yourself, personal?
I have made a pledge. If it's anything to do with the pipes, the pines and grapevines constituting my past history, because the past was yesterday. Now, from now henceforth, I shall go towards leave the physical, all of the situations that created some sort of depressing view of life, and be enigmatic, dig deeper into the unfathomable dark recesses of our mind space, and tune into our divinity. So by honoring some of the reputational attributes of healthy eating, healthy exposure, healthy images within the confines of our mind, we will end up curing ourselves rather than waiting on doctors. Because the key to delivering ourselves, is perhaps looking deeper within the confines of the unconscious, or some people call it the subconscious. Yes, we are armed with the wherewithal to liberate ourselves from the unacceptable constraints.
That's great. Thank you very much. That's it. Nice to speak to you. I'll just do a quick shot of your books.
Within the life of an unemployed man, I've got a track record of being unemployed for 16 years. Believe it or not, during the 1980s, no work at all. But then I was focused on writing. So this was my first book, carrying out some kind of Palestinian history in order to justify. So that's yes. Children, get out of the ghetto mentality.